Hi, I'm Severi from HoRNet Plugins. We have just released a new plugin and it's called Thrust. It's a plugin designed to let you gain more loudness out of your tracks, maybe a mix down your master bus or any instrument bus like drums, guitars, whatever. And this plugin works by adjusting the level of the samples according to a curve that is not linear. So it takes the sample with lower value and increase the level and slightly decrease this gain when you start to reach the 0 dB. So it works like this kind of curve. It's not linear and you get this kind of curve. And this curve allows you to gain more loudness without having to clip or to limit your signal. What happens when the signal goes near to 0 dB? We simply fold it back. So if we are reaching 0 dB, instead of clipping it, we are lowering in volume. So you have no peaks shaved off, but a more natural volume decrease. So I don't think there is much more to explain about this algorithm, and I'll show you the plugin interface and I'll teach you how to use it and let you know every control. So let's jump into the interface. This is the plugin interface, and we have on the left our input fader with the input meter. We have just one meter because the plugin is multi-channel, so it supports up to 10 channels of audio and it can be used on ATMOS sessions. So this meter only shows the highest peak between every of the channel on its input. Then we have the output meter with the output fader, and it works the same, showing only the highest peak. And then we have the central section here, where we have the controls for the plugin. The effect knob lets you decide how much effect you want. This is, in fact, a dry-wet knob, so increasing this fader goes to full wet, while decreasing that goes to completely dry. Then we have this meter here that shows you the amount of effect applied. And we have our curve control that lets you dial in the amount of this curve that I was explaining before. So when it's 0, it's at minimum, and when it's 100, it's at the top level. So the highest gain increase possible at low dynamic range. Then we have the loudness control, which is completely new. We added this control and allows you to squeeze some more LUFS from your sound, increasing the curve parameter only where the ear is most sensible. So we take a K-weighted filter and we take its output and we pass it through this fader, and with its output, we modulate the curve parameter, allowing you to get more curve where the ear is more sensible. So you get more loudness without sacrificing low frequency response, for example. On the bottom, we have some switches. The first one enables the output clipper, so no sample can cross the 0 dB mark. Then we have the multi-band control. Enabling this splits the signal in 3 bands, which are processed separately. So you can get more curve, more loudness without impacting the low frequency or the high frequency, for example. Then we have the delta switch. The delta switch allows you to listen only to the processed sound, so you are aware of the amount of the sound, of the effect you are adding to your sound. And then we have the on-off switch, which effectively bypasses the processor. The last one is a drop-down and allows you to choose the oversampling. The first setting is auto, so it tweaks the amount of oversampling from 1 time to 8 times oversampling according to your sample rate. So if you are at 44K, you're gonna get 8 times oversampling, and if you are at 96K, you're getting 4 times oversampling, and so on. Auto is a good choice, so you always get enough bandwidth for the processor to work effectively and correctly. There's nothing more to say about it. I think it's better if we try to use it on this track, I have here, I reset my loudness meter, and with the processor off, let's see the level of the track right now. So we are wandering around negative 15 LAUFS. I tricked the processor and tried to squeeze as much as possible without compromising the sound. Turn it on. Okay, I'll stick the curve to 70 because I think this is the right compromise. If we go higher than this, we're going to lose the kick definition. So I will stick to 70, and with this setting, without using anything else, we already got negative. Okay, let me stabilize it. Negative 11 dB. So we got 4 dBs of gain. Now we will use the loudness parameter and the multiband to get even more loudness out of the processor. So we got some more LAUFS. Now I will enable the clipper and I will use the input fader to go hotter into the processor and have even more LAUFS. I can do that because using the multiband processing, I'm processing less right now, the low end, so I'm not losing the kick. I think this is the best we can do right now. We got more than 5 dBs, more than 5 LAUFS of gain increase, of loudness increase, and it's very good result. Now we can use our limiter if we want to squeeze more LAUFS, or we can say, okay, we're done, and call it a day. So this is HoRNet Thrust, and it's available right now on www.hornetplugins.com. Of course, we have a demo, so you can download the demo using HoRNet to Win, our download installer. You can try it out, and please give me your feedback. I want to know if you like the plugin and how you are using that. I think this is a plugin that may work very well on EDM, for example. So if you have any project you have used it on, please send it over. We may feature that in our website and our demos. So if you have any comments, remember to write in here on YouTube, so I will answer to every other question. Thank you very much for watching this video.